Shane Smith is not a Washingtonian by birth.
Yeah, from Dallas, Texas, born and raised, so big Cowboys fan.
But after moving to Fairfax to get his degree at George Mason University, then spending the next 8 years as a congressional staff member, the U.S. Capitol has become Smith's home, his fellow staffers, family. So today, it's going to be tough for him.
What are the emotions right now as you're about to sit down and go through this process?
I think for me, it spans the gamut, right? I think when I retell the story, a little bit of the anger comes back. Sorry.
This is Capitol history, live and in person. And we're the Capitol Historical Society. And so we felt that we had a responsibility to preserve those memories while they were fresh and while they were accurate.
Is it okay if I scoot it closer to the table, or do I need to?
Which is how the January 6th Oral History Project was born. It's a nonpartisan, grassroots effort to record the stories of people who work on Capitol Hill, so they are never forgotten. From staffers like Smith, a senior advisor in House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office, to the food service workers and custodians caught up in the insurrection. On the morning of January 6th, Smith was sitting in the House chamber with Speaker Pelosi as Congress prepared to certify the presidential election when he started to realize the day was spiraling out of control.
Receiving a text message from a friend or former colleague who said they're saying that the Capitol's been breached. That's, I think, when it started to feel a little different. And when they locked the House chamber doors, it's a sound that will stick with me. The clicking of those doors locking. Yeah.
Do you hear that even now?
Sometimes.
In front of a modest, bare-bones recording setup led by U.S. Capitol Historical Society President Jane Campbell, Smith recounted the moment he was evacuated under armed guard to an undisclosed location.
And then I, kind of like gaze up and I see U.S. Capitol police officers, with long guns pointed at these people laying flat on the ground.
Smith spent hours hiding in that secure location inside the Capitol before the riot was quelled. He didn't immediately leave the Capitol, instead returning to the same speaker's office that had been ransacked by rioters just hours earlier, determined to wait until the election was finally certified.
Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be the president and the vice president according to the ballots that have been given to us.
The chair declares the joint session dissolved.
Tell me about January 7th, 2020.
And just watched everything that we weren't able to see for the first time. And so I just sat there. And I felt whatever I needed to feel, just talking to friends and family, just, telling them I'm okay. But yeah, just sat there. Didn't really know what to do. How are you supposed to feel after something like that?